Both. I called it Frank because Frank Sinatra is one of my heroes, but it really means frank, as in honest. And I always wanted to have a one-word title, like one word, one strong word, and I think it's a good strong word. I would say it is really beat-driven jazz. I would say it's jazz and hip-hop, which is what I was trying to do when I was making the album, and I think I did it. Always. For me, there was no other music than jazz, apart from hip hop, that I could really grow with, because there's so much stuff around that didn't mean anything in the charts, Kylie Minogue, when I was really young, Kylie Minogue and Take That, when I was a kid, none of that meant anything to me. I needed to hear some music that I could connect to emotionally, with an emotional lyric as well as some nice music. There's so many artists that have been such an influence on me, but I mean, there's so many old artists that have been an influence, like Sarah Vaughan, Diana Washington, Minnie Riperton, but there are people now that I still can take so much inspiration from, Missy Elliott and Mos Def and Nas, Busta Rhymes. There's a lot of amazing people around. I'm not sure about why people are buying into an older sound right now. I think it's something to do with the pop idol thing that started 4 years ago or so, when they started to do a jazz section or a big band section. I think that's where it started for the whole public to hear it, but I think people don't want to listen to aggressive music sometimes. People just want to hear what they know, sung by someone young, and they want to feel young with the person, and I guess that's why people buy Norah Jones's records and Jamie and Michael Bublé. Everything is inspiring to me. Everything is inspiring. Everything in life, I guess what interests me a lot is the relationship two people can have with each other, and how badly that can get messed up sometimes when other things get involved. So, yeah, my album is primarily about my ex-boyfriend, who obviously I had a strong connection with, and then other relationships that I've had in my life, like with my canary, who I wrote October Song for, and my dad and my brother. It's all in there. I don't know, people have asked me that before, and I guess if I didn't live in London, then I wouldn't have made the album I made. I don't know why, I just maybe wouldn't have. But, I mean, lyrically, for example, lyrically I sing, like I would say something, and I'm from London, and my talk is from London, so I guess that's where that comes from lyrically. And the music, I don't even know, because I did it in America, but I always try and put my stamp on things. I want to do it my way, and I want to be different. And it's important to me to represent 20-year-old girls that live in London, and I guess that's what I've really tried to do. Stronger Than Me was, I wrote that for a man that I was with at the time, who I wrote a lot of the songs about, and we'd already split up a couple of times, and I didn't really know why we were not supposed to be together. I mean, I know that if you break up with someone, when you get back together, it's going to be all the little things that annoyed you about them is going to annoy you 10 times more. But I didn't understand why we weren't supposed to be together. And then it just comes to me one day how you should be stronger than me. I'm the girl and you're the boy. You're 7 years older than me, and you should really be someone for me to come to at the end of my day with my problems, not add to my problems at the end of the day. And I guess I wrote Stronger Than Me when I realised that he was a big girl. It's important for me, as someone who writes music, to challenge myself on everything, to challenge myself with the lyric, with the melody, with the chords, the changes, the whole thing about the song. And the reason I do that is because I want kids to listen to my music and think, I can write whatever I want to write. I don't have to sound like Dido. I don't have to sound like Robbie Williams. And I certainly don't have to go on Pop Idol to be able to write music. And that's all that I do my work for. You know, I would like real music to come through. Maybe real music will never really come through, but just for people that are growing up in the time that I'm doing music, I would hate them to think that you have to sound like someone else to get somewhere. I like football players. I like Ashley Cole and who else? I can only think of him.
David Beckham? No.
He's okay. He's very pretty. I like to look at David Beckham. He's a very pretty man, but not sexy to me. I love them, man. I love the Beastie Boys. I remember when I was about 11 or 12, they were the first male bands to make me think, that's so cool, because there were girls that I liked, girl rappers. I loved Left Eye from TLC, and I loved Salt and Pepper so much. And Beastie Boys and Salt and Pepper were kind of the ones to make me think, oh my God, it's about hip hop. Hip hop is like the new jazz. Like, definitely.